Welcome back to Feed the Beast. Now, as many of you might know who play Feed the Beast, there's a new version coming out, most likely Saturday, with Red Power 2, Ep13 equivalent exchange, and I think some other mods. And most of the people on the server are in favor of a map reset, which I am too. So all this will probably be gone. I haven't really built much or done much since yesterday. Someone did ask for me to show how to get the 45 slot mining bag. There are materials for it. Now, that is a woven. All the woven bags take woven silk. To get woven silk, you need silk wisp in a carpenter with water. To get silk wisp, you need to centrifuge silky propolis. And that gives you a 60% chance to get the wisp. That's the best you got. And 10% chance to get this. To get the silky propolis, you need Silky Comb, which gives you honey and 80% chance to get the propolis. Now, to get silky honeycomb, you need a certain bee. The only bees that do it, that give that, are the tropical princesses, the tropical bees. And now, the tropical bees are a little tough to find. I only have 2 princesses. I accidentally bred one out of existence. Could probably breed it back in if I tried. The tropical bee hives, to get the princesses, only spawn in jungle biomes. Your best bet would be to probably scour the jungles and then nearby jungles, and if you don't find any, make a Mistcraft world to look for them. Just pure jungles, and you should be able to find one eventually. Now, over here, up. Now, I could scour this jungle for hours and probably only find one that I've missed. But I've scoured quite a bit around and found none. And in the next, should we get the New World, which I hope we do, the Iridium will be more difficult to get a hold of. It will not spawn in the Nether like it does now. I guess that was a bug. So we may have to rely on dense ore worlds for it, unless we really, really want to scour every nook and cranny of every square inch of land, or every block of land. Since Iridium can spawn on any layer, it's going to be, can't really strip mine for it, because you'd have to strip mine every single level. You'd have to build a bunch of quarries, or maybe a bunch of, I don't know, turtles. It's like in that one desert quarry world I built. I had the first 4 quarries, found, what was it, 3 iridium ore, and that was it. Well, I'll show this. Oh yeah, and for this you need the 7 woven silk, the normal miner's backpack, and the diamond in a carpenter. This takes 2 wool of any color, 2 iron ingots, 4 silk, and a chest. The carpenters can be a little tricky to use. I will show you something with them. The New World wouldn't be bad. I could actually build something better than this setup. Like this, it makes it kind of difficult to get stuff piped over and behind and everything, because I got that big room back there being used. Alright, gotta kick on these. Toss those in. Get rid of these. As you can tell, got a 1, 2, 3 pages full of tropical bees, working on the last one. Now in the carpenter, it may look like I have 9 silk wisp up there, but I do not. What you have to do for it to work is basically if I took jetpack, I could put it up here like that. These ones don't exist. Same with the silk wisp. It's more of a blueprint, I guess you could call it. And then you put your supplies down here. If I have 9 silk wisp in here, it would put them in this pattern and produce one of these that I can take out and use. And it requires MJ to use, like everything else, buildcraft and forestry. These things are just crazy powerful. Bump that in. Remember, these are only a 60% chance to pop out of there, and these are 20. So the chances I get enough, I need 2 more. Nope. I do not have enough to build one of these. That's how that works, though. This one. The next world, I will definitely have a better sorting system. Probably have 2 personal safes. One for technological stuff like the tools, jetpacks, lap packs, and one for ores, uranium dust, uranium, chrome ingots, stuff like that. The blocks of sapphire I have, all that stuff will be in it. Just want to let you guys know what's going on. Next episode will probably be on the new world. If it's done that way, it should be. Now, this place does look, I do like the looks of it. Being built into the side of the mountain like that. It looks neat from a distance. Now, if it wasn't for the beam and the lightning rod, probably won't build a lightning rod on the new one, simply because it does not seem to work like I would like it to. There's a tree I burned harvesting wood. Easiest way to harvest one of these I found is with a mining laser on long range. Just knock out a section in the bottom, aim up, and boom, whole tree comes down. Does look quite neat if it didn't have that in the way. And it's inconspicuous. If someone was coming in on the other side, they would never see it if it wasn't for these. I'll harvest this tree really quick. I'll show you what I meant. Those out of the way. Is this a single tree? Yeah, it'll work though. Let's see. Long range, straight up, boom. Only bad thing is it does start fires. Almost guaranteed to have a fire in the tree when you do this method. So it helps to make sure that there's nothing around it. The only downside to the fire being in the tree is you tend to lose wood to fire. Or you lose items to it if it catches fire. Like, I got 11 wood out of this tree. I'm pretty sure there was a lot more in it than 11 wood. I could be wrong, it did seem pretty short. Let me find a good tree. This one here is good. Ooh, don't like the looks of that. Maybe go like this. There. Do this. Pew, 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 pew. We fly up while shooting, and we wait. And the thing about mining lasers is using them basically explodes the ore, so there is a chance of it killing the ore completely, or block, or whatever. So the mining laser is got a chicken. Even though it is nice, efficient, it can lose you some ore, even on low focus. I only got 53 logs out of this one tree, when a redwood of this size usually gives a stack and a half. So yeah, mining that way, or getting trees that way, is highly inefficient, but extremely fast. Long range, close at at close range combat is extremely powerful. I bet I can show you what I meant. Go to low focus. That way I know I only get one block at a time. We'll do it 2 at a time. There. I only got 3 cobblestone out of that. No smooth stone or anything. Should be 9. Nope, only got 8 there. So far, out of 10 blocks, 2 of them got lost. So it's about a 1 in 5 blocks that you'll lose with the mining laser. The best way, see that I've already lost another. The best way to use the mining laser is for emergency escape. Like if you're stuck under a tunnel or deep down underground and you're completely out of power and everything else, and you're completely lost, you just put it on low focus. It gets you about, I think it was, get out of here. Look at that. Let me see. I'm at 9,900. Yeah, it takes 100 EU per shot. On low focus, that gives you 2,000 shots when it's fully charged. And at low focus, you can just easily just build a staircase up from wherever you are lost, and you will make your way up. Simple as that. Now, if you don't want to move, like keep going forward, so you end up being under an ocean or something, what you can do is move towards the ocean. Oh, I appeared above it, but you move toward, if you're lost under an ocean or something, and you're not worried about drowning, go under the ocean or water, aim straight up, put it on long range, shoot once. And the beam will go straight up to the water, and you'll be free. You just have to swim up it. Now, underwater, mining laser it doesn't seem to shoot, as you can see. But low focus, it will shoot blocks directly beside you, which, because the gun is almost in the wall. But if you're swimming up a long tube full of water, you can just go up, shoot a couple walls like so, and boom, fresh air. Then you swim back out, swim up a few more blocks, and do the same. It's not the best of ways to do things, but it works. I will probably use the same EU generation method to start with. Get 8 diamonds, some monazite, and build the forcium generator. Come on, why is it lagging? Whoa, that was bad lag. I'll use this setup again. Start out with just the 3 items. Let me see how much that really cost me. This one cost me 4 diamonds, 2 normal circuits, 2 frequency. So 4 circuits, the advanced machine block, easy to get on normal generator power. Took the extractor, which is 2 more diamond, an advanced circuit, so I will have to make a trip to Glowstone World or the Nether for that. Simple to make, 2 diamonds. So that's what, 4, 5, 6 diamonds. But this one takes 1 diamond just for this. Probably go with this one, silver. Should have silver by then. So there's 7 diamond, and then easy to make. This one takes a diamond as well. So 5 circuits, 11, 8 diamonds, 11. I'm silly. Yeah. So at the cost of 8 diamonds, I think 6 normal circuits, maybe 7, I can have an extremely well off generator. Change the outputs to whatever I need, bump it down to 128 to feed into an MFE, bump it down to 32 to feed into a bat box, and eventually bump it up to 508 or 512 to feed into the MFSUs and these. Hell, if I didn't have the MFSUs, I would feed straight into this at 2000 power if I wanted. But since my buildcraft stuff is not going, that would be a little bit overkill. So I think each one of those engines down there take 21 EU per tick to run at their current capacity, so that's over 200 EU a tick, supposedly being powered into those. But this thing supplies 508 per tick. These extractors run forever. See, right now it's busy feeding my MFSU or AESU back to full. As you can see, when it's pumping power to something, it generates it quite quick. Probably a little slower than what it can do, since it's only being run off of an advanced solar panel. You do need to power the extractor to get it started. Usually once the storage things are full, it will start filling up the capacitor and itself. See, right now it's draining from the capacitor, and this thing's draining its internal storage to feed this. So this thing is really only powering to refill itself, which is slowly being drained, as you can see. And without power stuff, you can sometimes get it going to where it will constantly go. Usually I end up having to feed from this into it, or in earlier setups I had before I put that in. But now that I have that constantly feeding into it, it's no problem at all. Yeah, I can even get to that easy. I did have that feeding that for a little bit. Don't need it anymore. I had quad thorium in all 6 spots. It's pumping out 800 EU per tick, which was insane. Had 800 EU per tick going through for almost 14 hours. Had this pump at 512, and that's like 60 something at the time. So yeah, I got tons of these blocks in here. Each block gives a mill. I think this thing had its own 1 million for it, so I have 72 of these in here. How crazy is that? It's 8 blocks of lapis per. I have 72. Yeah, just insane. I believe that's it for this episode. Finally managed to build something decent looking, except for lighting glitches, which I don't really care too much about right now. I really did like this staircase. I like the looks of it. But that's just me. So, probably not build in a jungle biome next time, simply because of when I did do the force field, it kind of covered. It'd be built, and the vines leave holes in it, so it's like not worth it. But this thing here, creeper protection, zombie protection, skeleton, anything that any creature that is not neutral gets destroyed. Got it set for NPC defense upgrade. You can set it to be a player upgrade, so it would damage players that got in range, but I'm not that mean. I do plan on making my new base a little more hidden, so people can't just pop in all the time and steal my goodies. I might have a main base and then a surface base that people can spawn to and see stuff, I guess. A waiting area or something. I don't know. It'll be different. Maybe I'll set up some... when they go through the portal, they could end up popping up in a spot with trade-o-mats or trade stations. I'm not sure which. Not sure exactly what the trade station takes. See, you need that and a carpenter to make those. Iron tubes along with bronze tubes. Wow. Well, basically the same design. That's it for this episode, everyone. I guess I'll see you guys in the new world.